cut the bull and call the election.
The opposition NDP now demanding Albertans vote on a new government instead of 9 referendum questions. It came the morning after Premier Danielle Smith announced Albertans will go to the polls in October to decide on policies mostly focused on immigration and claiming more authority from Ottawa.
Throwing the doors wide open to anyone and everyone across the globe has flooded our classrooms, emergency rooms, and social support systems.
Smith's plan was presented in a TV address that included warnings of a bad news budget.
The Premier is blaming oil prices and immigration for her own poor planning and financial mismanagement. But oil production is actually hitting record levels, and resource revenue from the last 5 years is the highest it has been in decades. Only the UCP could blow a resource boom.
But Smith defended the referendum, insisting Albertans are very concerned about mass immigration and its impact on provincial coffers. Still, the Premier admitted she does not know how much newcomers cost Alberta.
So bottom line expense, what's your number for health and education?
It's tough to know. I mean, we'd have to do the figuring out. We don't have an individual. No, we don't track residents and how much they use. All I can give you is averages about what things cost.
The Premier says she's not against immigration, but it must be maintained at manageable levels, and economic migrants should be given priority. But after a Smith staffer linked immigration to Judeo-Christian heritage and nations with failed systems, former NDP Premier Rachel Notley posted that Danielle Smith is making racism great again. Former PC Deputy Premier Thomas Lukaszuk likened Smith's scapegoating to Hitler and Donald Trump.
That's gross. It's just disgusting. Any mention to, if you're going to call somebody a Nazi, you better be referring to the Holocaust and the devastation that caused to the Jewish people. That is disgusting language, and it should never be used. If they want to have a serious conversation about immigration levels, let's have it. That's what a referendum is all about.
This political scientist says several of the referendum questions relate to powers that the Premier and Alberta do not have, including restricting the movements of legal immigrants.
This is a federal responsibility. We have mobility rights in this country. She does not seem to want mobility rights, at least for immigrants. There's mobility rights for non-immigrants, but for immigrants, and that's not going to hold up constitutionally.
Smith says those 9 questions she's put forward may not be all of them. Albertans might also vote on leaving Canada on October 19th if petitioners get enough signatures. Sean Amato, City News, Edmonton.